I just wanted to show you today, real quick, how to make a bird feeder moat for your hummingbird feeder. I don't know if you have this problem, but the ants try to get to my hummingbird nectar when I put it out because it is sugar, and the ants love it. Well, all you have to do is take a just regular water bottle, a small one that you normally take anywhere to drink water out of, cut the little top off of it. And I've already got mine cut off, just to save time. And you have either a hot glue gun or a soldering iron or a little drill or whatever you want to use to make your hole. I use the little gun because it's real easy just to melt that plastic and put a hole in it. And then you're going to want to put your lid on there. You have to take a wire the length that you want to use for your feeder. You can bend one end to make your little hook for your hanger. And I just did it this way. You can see. You don't have to have it that long. You can cut it off. Leave the bottom open because you've got to put your, well, I can go ahead and do that now, but it's easier to put the hot glue on it if you don't have it on there yet. And then to stabilize the lid to your wire, put hot glue around your wire. The hot glue's not cooperating. It'll also keep the water from leaking out. And I try to do mine on the inside and the outside. It's a little tricky to do. You do have to get the hot glue to melt. You can always cut your hook off a little bit, shorten it as short as you want it after you get it all together. Then I can get my hot glue gun to work here. I needed to replace one because I made one and I didn't seal it up quite good enough with the glue. And it started leaking a little bit, so I couldn't keep water in it. So I'm making this one to replace it. Takes a few minutes for that hot glue to dry and cool off. If you've ever used a hot glue gun, you know what I'm talking about. A little bit more on top. Which will actually be the bottom. But I just don't want it to leak water. I mean, it's small enough and it's hot enough here in Texas that the water's going to evaporate anyway. But I want to try to keep water in this thing as long during the day as I possibly can, to keep the ants out of it. Might have to blow on it to cool it off a little. And then you can take your top that you cut off and put it on there, and actually what you're going to do is just screw the cap on. Wire is not very straight, but you see the importance of keeping it halfway straight and level is because it's got to hold water, because ants will not swim. They don't swim across water. They don't like water. So if they get to this water, they're going to stop. They're not going to go down to your bird feeder. And then all you do is take your pliers and make your hook at the top. Doesn't have to be very big. There, got a hook. It's not showing up very well because of the light in here, but you get the idea. See, not much of a hook at the top, just enough to hang it to the wire that you're hanging your bird feeder to, your hummingbird feeder, and then your hummingbird feeder is going to go to the bottom after I cut this off.